Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning to paint this beautiful piece in gouache, but we will not be drawing anything. So that's going to be the fun part of today's tutorial. So the first thing to do is to paint our background. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take a little bit of green and then I'm going to add quite a bit of white in it to create like this beautiful mint green color. It's going to be a slightly watery consistency that I'm going to use, and what I want you to do is create a shape of your background. I'm going to create like a rectangle. Feel free to make anything. It could be a circle, it could be a rectangle, it could be a square, anything that you feel like. Ensure that you give it enough time to rest so that it dries completely. So this is how it looks like once it's dried, and you can see there are like hardly any brush strokes that I can see. I'm going to now mix a nice dark blue and I'm going to use that to create my petals with using my round brush. Since my bottom layer is very light in terms of the consistency of the paint, it is not very thick, I can use a slightly darker color which is of lighter consistency and it will still be shown on top of it. But if you're using a really thick background, then make sure that the foreground you're using on top also has quite a thick and creamy consistency. So now you have to create lots of petals and make them in different directions so that you can create a nice composition. You can also create the same flower in multiple sizes and just go all around the place, especially outside of your rectangle a little bit, so that it gives a really nice composition to the entire thing. Now that the petals are done, I'm going to mix some green. So I'm going to use some yellow and some green and I'll mix them together and we'll create the stem and the leaves for our flowers. If painting the leaves and the stem is really difficult for you, then you can draw it out lightly with your pencil and then use your brush to add these details in terms of the strokes. We are now going to take some yellow and add it in the middle of our flowers to create the stigma, and then we will also add some light blue inside all of the petals. I personally feel that the biggest advantage of gouache is layering, so you should experiment as much as you can with it. So on darker layers, use a lighter color to add in the details. On lighter layers, add a darker color to add in the details. So what I'm going to do right now after this is also to add slightly darker colors in terms of the dark green onto my leaves. The entire process of painting without drawing and seeing the end result come to life in front of you is the most beautiful process of painting. I absolutely enjoy this, and it is a lot of fun to experiment with different kinds of compositions that way. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you're new here, do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you can get updates every time I add a new video. This is what the end product now looks like, and I absolutely love the final finish of it. I hope you enjoyed watching this today. See you.